I'd like to welcome you all at this second regular NA of the year of ESN Austria. It's really amazing to see you. It was a ride to organize it for the first time, and we hope everyone will be able to enjoy it with us and us with you. So let me officially start with this hammer of ESN Austria.
So, thank you so much, Peter. It is an honor for us to be here. And before we begin, we would like to introduce our some rules of the game. So, about ourselves. No, I still want to.
You have to plug it in.
I have to. No, yeah.
So, a little bit about ourselves. Hello, hi. I'm Gonçalo. I'm originally from ESN Portugal, and also I've been in ESN Estonia. And I will be the main chair for the NA. Thank you already for those that voted for me and for having me here. Hi, Pablo. Also, a little bit about myself. I'm the Vice Chair for IT Support of ESN International, the IT Committee, and I've been in different positions over the years. Like I've been in the National Board of ESN Portugal. But I would also like to introduce the rest of the chairing team. So we have Ugne and Noemi. Maybe they would like to say a few words about themselves.
Yep. Do you want to start?
Maybe you can start.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Noemi. I'm originally from Hungary, but I have been living in Austria for a year now. So I would say that I'm from the monarchy. That's what I like to do. I've been in ESN for 6 years now, I think, if not more. I never know how to count. And I'm representing ICE, that's the International Committee of Education on the international level. I'm the HR manager at the moment, but starting from August, I'm going to be the main chair.
So, hello everyone, I'm Ogna. I'm from ESN Lithuania. Originally, my home section is ESN Vilnius University. As of right now, I'm still the national treasurer of ESN Lithuania, but I'm finishing my mandate in, 4 days? Yeah, it's insane. But next mandate I'll be part of ESN card team, and also I'm a candidate member in ITCOM and ActiveCom. So yeah.
And that's it. But let's continue. Is it working again? Let's try. Yeah. So a little bit about the rules of the game. So number one, quorum can be checked at any moment if the section is so requested. Number two, you should pay attention to what is being said. Remember, you might be the ones on stage at some point, so always be respectful to the ones on stage. And then also make sure that we keep the space quiet. And then what can you do as a section delegate? You can propose and speak, and if you are the voting delegate, you also have the right to vote. About the voting delegate, by default, the voting delegate is the president. So if you are the president of your section and you are here present, you don't have to submit the vote delegation. But everyone else that the president is not present, they must submit the vote delegation. So those will be the voting delegates. And then a little bit about the Q&A. So the way that it's going to work is that after each presentation, there will be a speakers list, which will be open. You can add yourselves to the speakers list, and then you will be given the right to speak at the appropriate time. I might have to impose limits on the speaking time if we are running a bit late, if we're a bit short on time, but generally it will be a bit fluid. For some questions, we might be able to have some more time than for others. And then anyone can propose to close the speakers list. Then, hello? Yes, we will use the NA app for the speakers list, and each person can do one question per round. Try to make the questions clear and concise. Do not ask, what do you think about this and this and this and this? Try to split it into different questions, and you can speak once you've been given the right to speak. And please, if possible, add a short summary of your questions to the NA app. Other gestures, we have already used this gesture that you saw, which means very politely to kindly request you to stop speaking at your earliest convenience. But there are other gestures that are relevant. The first of all is like this. It's for procedural questions. It is something like related to procedures. So for example, procedural, we skipped an entire section when doing the quorum check, for example, something like this. And then there's reactions. You raise two fingers. This is when something is said in terms of content of an answer, and you are quite sure of what is being said, for example, or you want to comment on it as you are a figure of authority in the subject. So there can be different things you can react to, but a reaction is not an opportunity to ask a further question. For questions, you need to add yourself to the speakers list. Oh, no. Yes. And then you can scan this link. It's this QR code. It's the link to esnaustria.link. esnaustria.link is the NA of ESN Austria. You will have, by default, 45 seconds to ask the question and 90 seconds to answer, and comments are 1 minute by default. And don't worry, I put very many QR codes for you to keep scanning. Some examples of procedural questions, as mentioned, requesting a vote, putting a public vote to secret vote, or changes to the agenda. And then different types of votes. We have public vote by roll call and secret vote by the app. And then there's a mistake here. This is the 2/3 option. Actually, ESN Austria statutes and standing orders have actually 3 types of votes. There's 2/3 of cast votes, and then for certain things, there's 2/3 of all sections. So there's a 3rd type of vote actually. Which is for changes to documents and admitting sections. Then, the code of conduct. Please follow the ESN code of conduct. It is available on the wiki. Oops. And again, once more, I have the QR code for the late scanners. You can scan it now. Yes, very good. ESNAustria.link if you want to keep that in mind. Questions? Speak now or forever be quiet. It's like a wedding. If you don't say anything, you understood everything, and this NA will go very smoothly.
Yay.
Yay. Perfect. It's not over, don't worry, it's a scan. Now we start with the quorum check. There's an important thing about the quorum check. You will need to state your name, and for the first quorum check, I will ask beforehand for the following sections which have not submitted a vote delegation. I will ask if the president is present. So, starting with ESN Boku Wien, you are the president.
Yeah.
Can you state your name out loud?
Christina Bornberg.
Come again?
Christina,
Mhm.
and BORNBERG.
Thank you.
Okay. ESN FH Wien, WKW.
Here.
Yes. You sent your vote delegation.
I mean, my email, but yeah.
Yes, your
Katamon.
email.
Yeah. I know your name.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then ESN Linz. ESN Linz. Yes, we have not received a vote delegation from Linz, and we don't have the president present. ESN Zenpolten.
Yes.
You are the president?
Yes.
Can we have your name?
Berlin.
Last, we can add your last name
Yeah,
later.
Okay.
ESN
Technical.
Technikum Wien.
President will come in a couple of minutes.
Okay, for now you don't have the ESN TU Graz.
President is not here,
President is not here.
but the delegation should be somewhere.
I don't think that it was.
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
I
I will talk to them.
Okay.
have but I forward you the document.
I
One,
didn't,
yes.
but not from Graz.
Yeah, not from.
Can you check if you have from
From
Graz?
Unigraz, I think there was a delegation.
But Democrats also left out.
No, only Graz also I couldn't find.
I couldn't
Or
find.
at least
Delegate to you. And
Only Graz, I have it.
Unigrass. Everything's fine. Yeah, just
or was there maybe a misunderstanding?
Maybe. I don't
No,
know.
I've found for Unigraz.
Just the file upside down.
For Unigraz I found, but for TU Graz I have not. So I don't have TU
I will
Graz.
talk to them.
Okay, great.
Oh, wait, I have for TU Graz, but it was named Unigraz. So, so actually the opposite is true.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, the opposite is true. I have TU Graz and I don't have Unigraz.
Okay.
Sorry, it's upside down. It's very confusing. Lena. Okay. Rajas. Rajas is the Helena is the actual vote, and so
Yeah.
Helena is the no. So Helena is here and Rajas is there. Yeah.
Okay. I will type in the last names later.
Yes. So next, please label your voting delegations correctly. ESN Unicats.
Okay.
Your president. Yeah. Can we have your first name?
Marina.
And ESN Univien.
Yes. First name Catherine.
Katrin. Okay.
Catherine.
Okay. So we actually have everything except Technicum and Linz. So let's begin. I will begin by. We have, if we received your vote delegation, everything is fine.
Yeah.
So we will now call one by one the sections, and I want you to state your name of you as a person. So let's begin. 1 second. Okay, start the section. Yes, I'll publish it. So, starting now, ESN B5 Vienna,
And here Ariadne Maracanata.
ESN Boku Wien,
Christina Franke.
ESN Body Network TU Wien,
Yep.
ESN FH Wien BKW,
Yes, Katamon.
ESN Innsbruck, ESN Innsbruck,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
name,
Catherine.
Catherine.
thank you, ESN Klagenfurt,
Yes, Marco.
ESN Kufstein,
Yes. Darina Valentsova.
ESN Linz, ESN Linz is absent, ESN Salzburg,
Andrea Peter.
ESN St. Pölten,
Yes. Celine.
ESN Technikum Wien, ESN Technical Wien.
Technical Wien just joined.
You are the president? of
Yes,
Technical Wien?
Right on time.
Anna? Anna, yes?
Yes, that
ESN TU Graz?
Yes, Matthias.
ESN Uni Graz?
Yes, Marlene.
ESN Uni Wien?
Yes, husband.
Okay, perfect. We have quorum 13 out of 14 sections. And now we can proceed with the votes.
No, no.
What
I
happened
can
to
do
the
the
other?
design on both
They
sides.
deleted themselves. It's
Technical
fine. I will,
difficulties.
no, it's fine. I can run it from here and then we
Here, I can do it here.
yeah, we do it here. So the first question will be: do you approve the agenda of this national?
No, the first one is approval of the city.
It's the opposite way around. The first voting question will be: do you elect Noemi Papp, ESN Austria, as vice chair and Ugne Bobleta as ESN Lithuania as technical chair for NA Vienna 2026, ESN BFI Vienna, ESN Boku Wien,
Yes.
ESN Buddy Network TU Wien,
Yes.
ESN FH Wien WKW,
Yes.
ESN Innsbruck,
Yes.
ESN Klagenfurt,
Yes.
ESN Kufstein,
Yes.
ESN Linz. ESN Linz is not present. ESN Salzburg,
Yes.
ESN St. Pölten,
Yes.
ESN Technikum Wien,
Yes.
ESN TU Graz,
Yes.
ESN Uni Graz,
Yes.
and ESN Uni Wien.
Yes.
Then the next question will be: do you approve the agenda of this National Assembly? ESN BFI Vienna,
Yes.
ESN Boku Wien,
Yes.
ESN Buddy Network TU Wien,
Yes.
ESN FH Wien WKW,
Yes.
ESN Innsbruck, ESN Innsbruck,
Yes.
ESN Klagenfurt,
Yes.
ESN Kufstein,
Yes.
ESN Linz is absent, ESN Salzburg,
Yes.
ESN St. Pölten,
Yes.
ESN Technikum Wien, ESN TU Graz,
Yes.
ESN Uni Graz,
Yes.
and ESN Uni Wien.
Yes.
And now I will require 2 volunteers. These volunteers will serve as scrutineers for the National Assembly. Ideally, these should be members, if possible, of ESN Austria that are not candidates and not vote holders and not NB members. This is the ideal scenario. Do I have anyone that meets these criteria? So, A, ESN Austria member. We need to update the X and the Y. So A, ESN Austria member, B, not running for an election, C, not a vote holder, and B, not audit or national board. Do I have someone in the room that fills this criteria? I just need 2 people. If not, I will go and ask the international guest, but it's better if it's someone from Austria. You can do it?
Please come here and I will write your name.
The other person that I see that matches the criteria, you should do volunteer. Yes.
You're all volunteers here.
You need your name.
Can you write your name? Yeah.
No? Okay. Then if the other members of the ESN Austria are not in this, that match all of these criteria but don't want to volunteer, it's fine. I will ask our international guests if one of them would like to be a scrutineer. Pablo, yes, sure.
Okay, wait.
That was a big.
She wrote like that. No.
Pablo Karaji. She's writing in the slides, and I will write it here. Pablo.
Okay. Okay.
I got it correctly. Okay.
Perfect.
So the voting question is the one that hopefully. So, for the voting question, do you approve Zara Tichy and Pablo Faraggi as scrutineer for this National Assembly? ESN BFI Vienna?
Yes.
Yes. ESN Boku Wien? ESN Body Network TU Wien?
Yes.
ESN FA Wien WKW?
Yes.
ESN Innsbruck?
Yes.
ESN Klagenfurt?
Yes.
ESN Kufstein?
Yes.
ESN Linz is absent. ESN Salzburg?
Yes.
ESN St. Pölten?
Yes.
ESN Technikum Wien?
Yes.
ESN TU Graz?
Yes.
ESN Uni Graz?
Yes.
ESN Uni Wien?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. And now the last two voting questions are pertaining to the minutes of the previous assemblies. So for the NA in Salzburg, Mozartina, the minutes have not been approved yet. And also for the Extraordinary National Assembly, May 2026, they have also not been approved. So for the question, do you approve the minutes of the National Assembly Spring 2026, ESN BF5 Vienna,
Yes.
ESN Boku Wien,
Yes.
ESN Body Network TU Wien,
Yes.
ESN FH Wien WKW,
Yes.
ESN Innsbruck,
Yes.
ESN Klagenfurt,
Yes.
ESN Kufstein,
Yes.
ESN Linz is absent, ESN Salzburg,
Yes.
ESN St. Pölten,
Yes.
ESN Technikum Wien,
Yes.
ESN TU Graz,
Abstain.
ESN Uni Graz,
Yes.
ESN Uni Wien.
Yes.
Wait, there's two different ones I just noticed. The little thing, this thing is not present. There you go. This is abstain.
Yeah.
There you go. ESN, sorry. Do you approve the minutes of the Extraordinary National Assembly May 2026? ESN BF5 Vienna,
Yes.
ESN Boku Wien,
Yes.
ESN Body Network TU Wien,
Yes.
ESN FH Wien WKW,
Yes.
ESN Innsbruck,
Yes.
ESN Klagenfurt,
Yes.
ESN Kufstein,
Yes.
ESN Linz is not present, ESN Salzburg,
Yes.
ESN St. Pölten,
Yes.
ESN Technikum Wien,
Yes.
ESN TU Graz,
Abstain.
ESN Uni Graz,
Yes.
ESN Uni Wien.
Yes.
That's everything. Thank you for this marathon of voting. I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have. But now it's time to move on to the next topic of our agenda, which will be the updates from the National Board and coordinators.
Wait.
Is everything fine?
No. The slides were wrong again.
All the slides were good. And I would like to invite the National Board and the coordinators to begin their updates the way that they like to do it. So,
Maybe want to.
would you like to use the ancient method of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or
No, really.
you sort
It's a similar one. No.
Yeah.
It's also ancient though.
It's also ancient. Okay, now I will fix the
Yeah. Wait, they will just present like this, right?
Now the plan is to begin with our NBC update. We will do it in a way where we split up into groups. We have 5 NB members, so we'll split into 5 groups of people, and we will try to group each other based on our experience in ESN, so probably number of years, months, and so on. So please stand up. And on this side, wait a second, on this side will be the most experienced ESNer, and then at the end, probably there, I'm the least. Let's try.
I've never done that in my life.
Oh no, After that, we will continue with the action plan presentation from the National Board. It will be followed by OEAD presentation, and then we will go for a coffee break. I hope that you are all ready for this block. I will call your section one by one. You just have to say that you're present. You don't have to state your name. ESN BFIV Vienna. ESN, yeah, it's fine. ESN Boku Wien. ESN Brain Network TU Wien. ESN FH Wien WKW. ESN Innsbruck. ESN Klagenfurt. ESN Klagenfurt. ESN Klagenfurt. It's not present. ESN Kufstein. ESN.
But we are still ahead of agenda.
No, it's at 25 that I planned.
Sorry.
4 minutes ago. ESN Linz. ESN Linz did not delegate their votes, not present. ESN Salzburg.
Present.
ESN St. Pölten. ESN St. Pölten. Not present. ESN Technikum Wien. ESN TU Graz.
Yes.
And ESN Uni Graz. ESN Uni Wien. So we have 11 sections present. We have quorum. We may proceed. So I'd like to call the National Board. Peter, for the action plan presentation.
Yeah, everyone.
Martin and Dennis. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is correct. Here is only in this one. Right? In the first one, it should be like this. So in this direction.
All right. So now we would like to ask you for your attention. We are going to present our action plan we prepared for the upcoming mandate we have. We will start with a brief overlook of what position we have, who is in them, and what is vacant. And then we will come to points where we present every board member plan. Here it's important now, we would like you to think about how you would see implementation of those points in reality. So we have a plan, we have points we would like to focus on, and this is held as a small session, not a presentation with a question and answer. So it's a little bit more relaxed to a classic presentation. So what we need from you now, your attention, and think about if the points make sense to you and how you would like to be the points interpreted. Okay, any initial questions before we start?
We don't. I can't click anything.
Yeah, you can just use the
This will be our helper.
But you have to
Yeah.
go on the table.
Yeah.
Go on the table. You click on the
Wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can scroll.
Wow.
Technology.
I promise you, I held a mouse in my hand before. Okay, so can we make it? Sure.
F11. Yeah, click F11. F11.
Like and like.
That should work. I mean, wait, function.
Where is the view?
Yes. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, and Zoom.
I mean, Zoom is there. 150% receipt.
No, I have no.
Perfect. Do you think it's big enough?
Do you think you can read it?
I think it's not about the size.
Okay.
It's what you do with the document.
So, our structure is national board, audit board, main arbitrators, financial auditors, and here I would like to point out that we have still a vacant position for audit board. There is also a vacant position for main arbitrator, and also one financial auditor is missing for us. The structures of the national coordinators, the mandate of the people in them is now ending. So even though here are the names, we still have people currently in those positions. A lot of them might be changing, but let's see how that goes. And yeah, so let's move on to the actual action plan. Okay. So in my action plan, I was thinking about, I would like to focus on something new that we haven't been doing before, and that is trying to have more contact, or maybe we have been doing this before, I don't want to say something wrong, but my idea, I propose that in my point, we would like to improve the relationship with the CEP, which is the regional platform, where Austria is part of. Neighboring countries, we will try to strengthen our relationship. I would like to make it through contact with the presidents of these neighboring countries. And my idea for this is we might be able to have twice a Monday the call on around where we are elected. We would just get to know each other and update us on some specifics on how the national organization is doing and what are the challenges we are facing and they are facing, and the impact that I would like to see from it is this shared experience between these countries, and where the president can take also some inspiration from how things work around. I would like to focus here mostly on the CEP region, because the CEP is somehow making us a little bit more of a group, even though I know that we are neighboring with other regions as well. But I would like to focus on the CEP group, which is Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, and Slovenia. And my idea is also to then join these national assemblies of theirs. My second point of my action plan is to grow our relationship with our stakeholders, which is through great collaborations with continuing with ÖAD. We have Dennis here. Thank you very much for coming. If you haven't met him, he will hold the presentation for us, and he's an amazing person. So what this point basically says is we would like to put our heads together and think about what we can do together to help us and also help them. I put here as examples ÖAD and Isaac, but I would not ÖAD is, and everything else is open. Okay. We are moving to the next. Wait, I'll just focus.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, it's a bit split up, but I hope, yeah, anyway, I will explain the main things anyway. So I have three main points as vice president in my action plan. First one is to conduct section visits. So section visits are basically check-ins with the sections of how they're doing. Is there anything going wrong? Is there anything going good? Just basically if there's anything that the national level can do to help support, or if there's any best practices that they might be able to share. So I would like to continue with these section visits. A couple of them have already happened, but I would like to conduct section visits with each section who's willing. So whichever section says that they would need one, or they would like one, we will try to conduct a section visit either online or in person, depending on where the section is located. Yeah. Going to the next point, which is to establish a best practices hub. I don't know how familiar you are with our ESN Austria wiki, but basically there's a part which is the knowledge hub, which I would like to add more stuff to. So basically my goal is to collect best practices or just ideas from sections, or even basic event ideas that could help with transitions for sections or with new members if they need some information on events that they could organize and stuff like that. So for example, recruiting best practices or member motivation best practices, stuff like that. I would basically collect all of these and put them all on the wiki, so that if anyone needs a quick help, they can find something there. Otherwise, I'm always here as a contact person who you can reach out to regarding any section needs. And then the third one, which I would say is the most complex one, is to facilitate section collaboration. So I know that in ESN Austria, outside of Vienna, we're more spread out. So obviously sections cannot collaborate on, I don't know, weekly events. But I do feel like there's still opportunities that could be used from sections, even though they are further apart. So I don't know, collaborations I've heard of is, for example, ESN Innsbruck comes here to Vienna, and the Viennese section helps them with their trip in Vienna. And we could do this vice versa, or stuff like that. Because obviously here in Vienna, for the Viennese sections, it's easier to collaborate, but I would also like to encourage other sections from other parts of the country to be able to work together with other sections and maybe even help each other with other best practices or event ideas or even trips. I've heard also of trips happening. So yeah, that would be my main idea. And I would give it to you.
All right, so where Kata talks now about the cross-section collaboration, for me, one of my biggest points for this mandate is to strengthen our side, how we can represent you, sections, and also in general, just communication kind of internally outside of Austria. So one of the things that I'm planning to do is also do a section spotlight. So for example, I want also to hear from the sections in a way, what you're up to, what you're doing. Also, I will obviously keep a watch on social media. But for example, you're doing a charity, half marathon, and you donate some money. That is something I feel like is worth highlighting also on a national level, because it's awesome stuff, and we are here to do social impact, obviously. So I would love to also, I don't know how to say this, use social media and leverage that. In general, I mentioned increased transparency, but that's just also communicating more with you, or also with the communication managers of these sections. One of the important points is also partnerships and ESN card promotion. So as you know, the national coordinator, the PR, is doing this together with me. And we would like to continue being in contact with our partners and also working together with them to have deals, still discounts for new sections to use, and also, yeah, telling you about these things. Yeah. And yes, also informing the sections about these. So for example, last mandate suggested a similar thing to the previous communication manager. And she, yeah, told me, like the local communication manager from Innsbruck, like there's this disco, was a talent disco partner, and then I could like kind of promote this and get like a lot of tickets for free for our sections. And also obviously support and empower the local CMs, because obviously they are the backbone of communication, yes, between like all the local sections and stuff. And I want to have a workshop that is not just oriented towards like Vim, but also but also just best practices to communication manager work. So what I've done from my experience, but also exchange together like kind of the knowledge that we have. I'm creating a knowledge repository, similar to Kata. I'm updating the wiki. I'm also creating like a drive with a lot of graphics to use. And I'm also making a WhatsApp group for all of ESN Austria, which is also meant kind of, that's actually something I'm doing with Kata to kind of foster this collaboration. Now to the treasure.
Thank you, Bruce. So I have actually more points. Wait. First of all, like my idea was that a lot of sections don't really have idea like what kind of opportunity ESN brings, especially money-wise. This is also something I experienced as treasurer of ESN Vienna. And especially like with this, I would like to have a session with local boards to explain like what opportunities they have, how they can get the money, what kind of grants are possible. So that would be the first part. Second part would be creating kind of community. I know that a lot of people don't like Slack, so I would rather do it through WhatsApp. I would really like to stay in a close contact with the treasurers, but also president of section, to help them with their problems. Also give some suggestions, like, for example, what they should implement to their statutes from the financial perspective. For example, that both president and treasurer would get the access to bank account and so on, like those kind of inputs. I would also like to help sections to like automate invoices so that they have less workload. This is something that we already have in ESN Austria that Fabian implemented. And my idea would be to push it to other sections so they have less workload. They can easily create invoices without much input. Also, consulting on accounting practices. This is also something I would like to have a look on, like how you do your accounting, give you some feedback about that, making it more transparent, and also like in case of some financial problems, like you can easily find the payments and match it. As well as I would like to hold a critics training. I was always trying to like give information within my section how to do the critics. So I know that a lot of people may struggle with it. The critic is very lovely tool. So it would be nice if you all knew how to use that. And next point would be university outreach in the recruitment sense. This is something that is not much treasury related, but this was my idea already in ESN Vienna. I didn't manage to do that yet. I mean, I'm finishing my mandate for ESN Vienna, but as a treasurer of ESN Austria, I would really like to continue this idea, also with close collaboration with ESN Vienna as well, that we will help the organizations to be more visible. The idea would be to organize stands in front of their universities. ESN Austria would facilitate it by also providing some flyers, what we are, who we are, what we are doing, and in this way to try to get more attention and try to help you with recruiting. So yeah, that's my part. Actually, have to take the notes.
Okay. Yes, I also have 3 main points. So I've talked to you already about it in our last hour, but I want to improve the way that we assign spots for the international events. rework the point system, maybe through a working group, maybe through a different way, just asking you, like I was also collecting your feedback now already, and then present a new point system, hopefully at the second day, so we can already use it for the next events. Then I want to keep ESN Austria in touch with other national organizations by attending international events, and also like harboring this exchange, so that people actually know who is ESN Austria, who are they talking to when they write an email. And what I would like to do is attend at least 2 events and share my knowledge, what I what I learned with you. And then my last point is something quite similar, but our buddy country is actually Czech Republic. I think not many people know it. Also Czechia. Which is why I want to increase this and increase the opportunities for our volunteers, also for the Czech volunteers, to come to Austria and for us to come there. Yes, I want to attend at least 1 event in Czechia to see what's happening there, and who is the responsible, and if they are interested in working with us. And also invite at least 1 local Czech volunteer to our events. And I can say that we already have 2 at our NA. So I'm very happy about that. We haven't had Czech guests in many days. Yes, so I'm happy that it's already starting to progress. No.
Okay, so because Chantal couldn't join our NA, I will
10 minutes.
briefly go through the points that she implemented here. So basically, the point number 1 is ESN Austria events, where she wants to oversee and coordinate the OC for the NAs and national training events. Work with the Alps main OC in during the planning and execution of the Alps events twice per mandate. Then she would like to consider also alternative events to Alps. Point number 2, and also the last point for her, is to maintain and improve knowledge transfer documents for the national events we have, which is the NAs, NTs, and Alps mainly. And that's it. So, okay, that would be everything from the presentation standpoint. Now I would like to invite you to a discussion if you have any ideas on how you would like to interpret or see implemented these points that we came up with, and maybe help us to be more successful in the coming Monday for us. So you are happier, and it is also clearer the expectations for us. Hopefully, as it is, it's already in a good direction. I will keep the order unordered. So if you have anything you have on your mind, you would like to start with, throw in the bomb and we can start.
I have a question for the Vice President.
Good one.
Yes, section and.
My name is Laura. I'm from ESN Vienna. My question now. How do you plan on working together with your coordinators? Because I think I haven't heard anything. Have you plans? What work are you splitting up to the 3 of you?
Yeah, so currently in this mandate, which is ending in 4 days, there was a section camp coordinator and a national training coordinator. Currently, none of these positions have an applicant. So if anyone's interested, once we reopen the open call, apply to work with me. Otherwise, we have Zhuji, who applied for alumni coordinator, which is a position which hasn't been filled for quite a while. So we'll have to see how to split up this work and also what's there exactly to continue or what's there to start. But yeah, so currently section care stuff, I will take over completely. And obviously training wise, I will probably ask for Idris' expertise. But yeah, so we will have to see, but in the case of alumni coordinator, we will have to see what we continue and what we reestablish, and yeah, what can be split up basically between the two of us. And if I get applicants for the coordinators, which I will be working with, then I will be very happy to split the other tasks up, since I have a pretty good overview of how it happened in this one. I hope that answered your question.
Do you have a specific input you would like to leave regarding NC?
I was
Yes.
just interested, like projects coming up or like design something. I have a second question. The classes coordinator, it's also quite a new position. Like, what's the idea behind it, or what are your tasks?
I can step in. So the causes coordinator is the events managers coordinator, essentially, who's mainly there for helping out the events manager with events, but also, for example, promoting the social impact days more, as well as helping out the section regarding the social impact days. So it's basically these two main things, but I also know that at least from what I read from her application, the candidate is coming in with a lot of ideas, not just for events, but for in general. So we'll see how Chantal splits up the work with her if she gets elected, but it's mainly focused on event support and social impact.
Yes, please.
Pavlo, ESN Ukraine. I first would have a question regarding the part of the president. So, what is the main motivation of collaborating or having checkups with specific SEP countries? Because otherwise, there is SEP call where you also exchange with best practice sharings, and also specific communities where you also do it. And don't you think it would be like more added value if the cooperation is stronger within all the countries in SEP regions, also through some common projects rather than only some of them?
Thank you for your question. Yeah, I do see the value of the whole region, and I completely see why we should be working together towards the same goal. Unfortunately, in my experience, and so I'm in this position for a bit more than a month, and with what I discussed with my predecessor, I see the value in also growing and strengthening this cooperation within the mandate, or like within the neighboring countries, as of course the SEP region is a region, but it's quite large, so sometimes we don't share the same problems, and my idea is to bring us a bit closer. Maybe we can more easier cooperate on some stuff. It's really, my idea is that we would come together twice a mandate and share some lessons and what went well for us, what not so. And I don't know to what extent we go in the SEP community into this direction yet. I don't know, maybe you know more how this is structured, but if this could go through that community directly, maybe we could improve it. But this is why we are speaking about it, so that the implementation also makes sense. Because this is some ideas we have and vision. So, do you think that would be possible also through these?
My personal opinion, from my personal experience, would be that ESN Austria would profit more if it's an emphasis, then it's in the region as a whole. Yeah, but again, it's just from my personal point of view, and it can be as well. And I have second question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yes, so again for the president and for the educational part. Yeah. So it targets in general, it targets more institutional cooperation into regional, cross-regional cooperation. Yes. So do you see the separation between education officer and president? So that education is a bigger priority for education officer?
So, how we try to do prepare the action plan is to somehow cover the main points, but of course it's in the competences of the president to be working within the education. I did not add it as a specific point, but if you would look closer and this was possible to read, then the cooperation with the national education agency is here. So that would, from my perspective, fall into the education field already. And of course, work in the education community with the monthly calls and advocating for what is provided from the international structures to the national and towards sections is of course important. I think. Okay, Laura, I lost Laura, my education officer, but
She's alive.
huh?
She's alive.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So of course, before it was more split into that the education officer was very active in this, and from the president's perspective, it was more supportive. But we will see for the upcoming year, because in the education officer position there will be a change, most likely. And myself, I am also quite eager to go in that direction. But yeah, I didn't add it to the point. Maybe I could add here a small change, but as I say, there is the idea, and of course, president has the education field. That's yeah. Does it answer the question?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Sonia is in Germany, so I have a question to Bruce. Do you maybe plan on working together with other NOs, maybe on the social media kind of side? And if yes, what kind of ideas do you maybe already have?
What we already have?
Like what kind of ideas would you maybe already have, and how other NOs you could collaborate with on the social media communication side?
Yeah, I feel like it's not something that I don't want to do. I feel like it can be a bit difficult sometimes to think of something that's reasonable to actually like collaborate on, because most of the time I guess it makes sense if there's like a project, something also maybe that's like for ESN awards, for example. So recently we've done one with Jordan, I don't know how to pronounce this country, sorry. But for football, so yeah, I guess you can hit me up if Austria plays against Germany in the finals. No, but I always obviously also like to be approached with ideas, but I'm also obviously on the lookout for projects or things.
It's for Bruce and for Kata. Since you guys mentioned that you will be having like the ESN Austria chat, will you also be implementing the communities? Because I know you guys won't do that yet. So like dividing everyone into obviously like the whole big thing, and then dividing everyone into comms, PR, events, so on and so forth.
So my
how do you guys view that?
So my idea is more to do it like dividing like making a community, yeah. So the thing is, it's been done in the past, like 3 mandates ago, and it died out. I think after like maybe a year or two. And so first of all, the idea is an informal group. It's not a replacement to Slack. I just want everybody to know that because that's important. But yes, it is. But it died out, in my opinion, because there were so many groups. So we would start with just creating one group, one chat. And if it's too active, we can still make it bigger and add more room. But yeah, that answers your question. Thank you.
We will need to wrap it up. Thumbs up. Anything that you would like to still? Good. So we are closing the session. Thank you for your input. And let the class continues. I will give my
The boss.
word to Gonzalo.
Yes, so thank you so much, National Board, for your presentation. And I would like to welcome OEAD. They will be presenting a little bit about themselves and how they cooperate with ESN Austria. So please, you will have the presenter clicker, which is here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And you will also have your present. It's in Friday, the Friday slides.
This one, right?
No, Friday. There's the Friday.
Ah, okay.
There is a version. Everyone loves Friday. Fix your hair again.
No, it makes work. Come on. Oh, okay.
Yes. Wow.
Okay.
On the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone.
I need to click on.
I'm Dennis. It's good to see that I have seen already some familiar faces from the EGM this year. I'm not moving forward. Very quick. Or
If you click, it should advance.
Yeah.
I haven't clicked.
Click it, click.
Click. Just to test it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's good to be here with you today. I work for the OEAD, Austria's National Agency for Internationalization and Education. And at the same time, the NA is within the framework of this agency. Yeah, and here just about today's agenda. I will try to keep it short, present the company, our funding opportunities, the fields we are working in, because we are globally active and working beyond the Erasmus Plus program. But afterwards, there will be time to delve in a bit deeper to Erasmus, and I will present you our project Erasmus Back to School. And hopefully there will be enough time to discuss all your questions. So the OEAD, not sure if you know, but every European country, every program country of Erasmus has a national agency. And the OEAD, the Agency for Education and Internationalization, is the national agency for Erasmus here in Austria. Established in 1961. At that time, it was just a small association, people trying to take care of all the international students coming to Austria, but it constantly grew, and today we are around 400 employees. That's why they also changed their legal form to a company. And everything is owned by the Republic of Austria, the federal government. And we work closely with the Federal Ministry of Women, Science and Research. So this is just some legal background information, and our activities are to implement national and international funding programs. And we have a lot of websites and a lot of programs to mention. There is no space to name them all here. But yeah, we are trying to be the intersection between society, science and research. And yeah, contributing our expertise we have to the educational sector here in Austria and internationally. As I already mentioned, academic mobility and international scientific cooperation. These cooperation seminars also take place all over Europe, not just in Austria. There are some platforms existing. I don't know if you have ever heard about Salto or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes
there are relevant activities with workshops and trainings you can apply for too. So you can be the target group, and yeah, exactly. And we are working together with many different stakeholders, from higher education institutions to NGOs, and also organizations like ESN now here. And I will skip this slide because we already mentioned it here. And yeah, now let's go to Erasmus. Do you all know the Erasmus Plus priorities defined by the European Commission? Yeah. So inclusion and diversity, I'm not sure if this information arrives to all of the people knowing about Erasmus, because it's super important that we want to make it accessible for all the people, and we have a lot of options for people to go on Erasmus, even though if they have some barriers they're facing. Another priority is the digital transformation. You have already, you probably have noticed already the online learning agreement or the European Student Card initiative. And next to the green transition, environment and fight against climate change, we are trying to increase eco-friendly travel and means of transport. The fourth one is my third one, participation in democratic life. That's actually the thing you do as ESN, volunteering and contributing to democratic process. And Erasmus is supporting all the activities around civic engagement and participation in democratic life. And now I would like to highlight a few points from inclusion and diversity. There are top-ups existing. I don't know if you have heard about them, but if students are part of one of these categories here on this slide, disabilities or facing any health problems, or even students with children, they can apply for top-ups. It's usually 250 euros on top of the usual scholarship. And yeah, last but definitely not least, I would like to introduce you our project Erasmus Back to School. If some of you have already participated on Erasmus, you can just scan this QR code and plan and visit and set a date for a presentation about your personal Erasmus Plus experience. It can be at your former school or any school you choose. Register visit, photo presentation, and once you set the confirmation, you will get 80 euros self-reimbursement from the agency. Yeah. And now I would like to use the rest of the time to answer some questions of you. Anything about the agency or the Erasmus Plus program. There's something popping up to your head, just feel free to ask.
Okay. Wait.
So this is it's a structured question round for this.
The idea is to, it's very hard to transfer the feeling of Erasmus on a web page or in a brochure, and I think people can do that by sharing their personal experience as best to inspire others to take Erasmus into their consideration, because Erasmus is not just existing in the higher education sector. We have schemes for vocational education, school education, and beyond. And yeah, it's just simply designed to inspire other people to participate in the program.
So just a reminder, this is a structured question round. So please, if you want to ask questions, add yourselves to the speakers list.
And name and section, please, because I didn't get that.
And when you intervene, especially for the minutes, please say your name and section.
Thank you.
And don't forget as well that the appreciations are always open, so you can add yourself as well as and write an appreciation. Is anyone adding themselves to the speakers list? Yeah? Okay.
Great.
Just before I close. One time I close it's so fast, nobody else. And then they go, "Hold on, watch this." Okay, we have the first question from Bruce.
I didn't. Yeah, my question was just Bruce ESN. Oh, yeah, it's from Austria. How does somebody apply for a position like a job or an internship there? So just via the website, or what's like the process?
For an Erasmus Plus traineeship or within?
No, I was because you at the beginning. I think you also briefly mentioned working at Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. I was just like, that's my connection to ESN. So I was on Erasmus myself.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I met volunteers from ESN. And at some point I started to question what they are doing there, because at the very beginning I thought like they have their job there.
Yeah.
And it was at the very end of my studies. And I really enjoyed the activities they planned and designed for us, and they helped me to develop a really quick sense of belonging, being part of this community. And then I started to question Erasmus a bit more and found out there's an agency, went on their website, saw an advertisement, and applied for this job. And it was pretty charming transition from Erasmus to from being on Erasmus to becoming a program officer for Erasmus. So that's my story behind it, and or how I started to work at the OAD.
Yeah.
But your question was?
I was just no. I think I was a bit confused.
About what?
No, I thought I was asking to work. Like how do you apply like to work for EAD?
Yeah, this was the story.
Yes,
how I
yes.
applied for it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's always different, I suppose. Like, yes. Thank you. Sorry. Yes. Thank you.
Next question from FM.
So, Erdoğan, ESN Türkiye or ESN Band Ethiopia, I don't know. So I think your organization is involved in youth engagement activities such as youth exchange, right?
Yeah, we have a youth sector too, and it's an own sector within the framework of Erasmus+.
Okay, so like recently the sections of ESN started being engaged with these youth exchanges and such. So if sections from ESN Austria wanted to start with it, what can you recommend sections like from about where to start, for example?
I think at the very start, it's good to identify your key stakeholders, and the most important ones are the one where your section is located in, at your home university or at the higher education institution, the international offices there, and to figure out what kind of activities are possible to do at the institution, or if there's any kind of support, maybe if there's no financial aid or existing, maybe they can support logistically or with their expertise and help to build a section and a clear profile of what is going to be on the agenda for the next time. Yeah, I think these are the very first steps. And apart from that, I think partners are important. So at the end of the day, it will be teamwork, and to have a good partnership management. Sometimes, so from my experience, what I've heard, I've never been involved directly in these processes, but there's like lots of opportunities if you start to cooperate with partners or other democratic institutions around the place you are. And I think these are good steps, and to clearly define responsibilities, who's responsible for what. Yeah.
Next question from Laura.
Yes, Laura is from Vienna. My question is to the Erasmus Back to School program, and if there is maybe a list with schools that are willing to participate in the project, because what I've in experience from being the education officer, it's quite hard to get into contact with the schools and to like actually explain it, what we're gonna do, and if they maybe offer some time. And I think the idea is that you go back to your own school where you like went to high school or something, but a lot of classes are international and are not from Vienna or a different Eastern Austria. So it's, yeah, I think that's a little hard and tricky.
Okay, yeah. I have the colleague who's responsible for the whole program is sitting right next to me, and it doesn't necessarily need to be your former school. You can do your visits at any school in Austria. And if there's a list, I mean, I can check it and look it up and come back to you for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Next, I propose to close the speakers list. Does anyone object? Okay, speakers list is closed. The next question and last question for Peter.
Peter, ESN Austria. Do you have some lessons learned from cooperations either with ESN Austria or other organizations that you are cooperating similar to us that you would like to pursue in the future, or which types of cooperations didn't work out so well and you might want to not continue with? Do you have some?
Yeah, I have some lessons learned, not with ESN Austria specifically, because I'm in this profession now for almost 2 years, and from the very beginning, I had always had the feeling that there is like a very small, almost no existing connection, and I hope we can strengthen that or change that now for the future. But I have learned it from other stakeholders all across Europe while working with them on different projects like study coordinations going on. I think regular exchange and meetings help to keep both sides updated on what's going on. And that's exactly something we will try to advance a bit in the future. So we will come back to ESN Austria very soon to organize more meetings, and not just with me, but also with the management of the OAID. And yeah, I think regular exchange and common ground, because we are all following the same objectives, makes a lot of sense while working together.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you everyone for your questions as well. And of course, thank you for making the time to come meet with ESN Austria. We will now have a coffee break, which we would also invite you to join us for the coffee break, and you can talk with OEAD as well there. The coffee break is scheduled
So what is she presenting?
Hello, everyone.
Please go back to your seats.
We are going to resume our agenda. We will have a quick quorum check. I would like, of course, the scrutineers to keep an eye out on our agenda and the quorum check vote to make sure that it's correct.
You can just come here and then watch.
Or you can watch the screen as well.
Or you can watch the screen as well, yes.
You didn't share it.
So, I will call section one by one. I will call the section. I will call the section one by one. Starting with ESN Vocal Wien. ESN Vocal Wien. Present? Yes. ESN Body Network TU Wien. ESN Body Network TU Wien.
Oh no. But you're not the vote holder.
You're not the vote holder.
No. Zena.
Then no. No.
So strict.
No, it's a no. It's a no. Absolutely abstain. And it's a no. Yes. ESN FA Wien WKW.
Yeah.
ESN Innsbruck. ESN Innsbruck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
ESN Klagenfurt.
Yes.
ESN Kufstein.
Yes.
I feel like I always pronounce this one wrong. Kufstein, yeah. ESN Linz. Let's pretend they are here. No, it's a no. It's a no. No, it's a no. Yeah. ESN Salzburg. ESN St. ESN Technikum Wien. ESN Technikum. ESN TU Graz.
Yes.
ESN Uni Graz. ESN Uni Wien.
Yes.
And ESN BA5 Vienna.
You could have told them first.
No, it was a revenge for dumping the gun. Yeah, it's fine. Why is it working this one? Okay. We have quorum, everything is fine. We will continue. I would like to call the National Board. National Board?
Yeah.
Is there a procedural?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. We wanted to sign up for the workshops that we're sending a group, but we can't write our names there. We can only read it, so I don't know who can change that.
6 people have added
It
themselves.
was changed, updated.
You need to refresh it, most likely. Perfect. That was a good use of a procedural. What do you mean? This present?
Yes. Does it work now?
Probably.
Should work. Or not.
Maybe it's not switched on. No.
Okay.
Amazing.
Um,
So, because Anna is sick, I'm gonna present something that's.
10 minutes.
Yes, I will have a short presentation about the international events, on the upcoming events mostly, but also a resume of the past events. So yeah, let's start with the international events that are upcoming. So it's the overview of the remaining year. Apparently on July is the transition month of the international boards, because they were recently elected at the GA in, where was it last year? Prague. And then in September there are community meetings of ES International, so like the communication, ComCom meeting stuff and so on. I'm not an expert on this, but I would definitely attend my first community meeting. Then there's also something in Brussels regarding education activities. I'm gonna assume that people from local sections can also join this. If I'm I hear laughter. Am I doing something wrong? Yes, please be quiet. Yes. So in October there are the regional platforms. That's important for us because it's TEP, and as many of us as possible should attend it. Yeah, I wish everybody could come, but it's I think a bit more limited than that. But that is on the 15th to 18th of October, and no registrations are not up yet. And then there's a GA in Aarhus. I don't know where this is, but it's November.
Denmark.
Guys, I'm presenting. So that's good to know. My knowledge is expanded. And then we have in April next year the EGM, which is in Wrocław. We are all very excited for that as well. And that's in the middle of April, 15th to 18th. And then in May there's the GA, the elective, or this is a GA where the national board, the international board gets elected at the beginning. Yes. So moving on. More on CEP and EGM. I hope there's enough info on the slides because I don't know much, but you can read most on your own. But CEP Bratislava, very important. Guys, come on. The registration starts soon. Keep an eye on your inboxes. As it has already started. Amazing. The registration already started. That's good to know. And then EGM Wrocław.
Guys, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, inclusive.
And then we have EGM in Wrocław. Sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to stay serious, but all of y'all are laughing, so it's difficult. But then there's the info here, registration on the EGM app, as last year. I hope most of you are familiar with it. If not, you can always ask Anna on information or how to do this. GA Prague, which this is like an overview of it when the old board attended it. Fabian, can I ask you maybe to present this? Weren't you there?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, perfect. You know more about it than me. Yeah. I don't know the slides either. Come on.
It's only this slide. There's no slides regarding this. Only this.
Oh, okay. Talk a bit about it. I'm sorry.
Okay, hi. I'm retired. I don't know what I'm doing. The GA in Prague was a really important event, of course. There are 2 GAs every year. And we went there. It was great. We elected a new international board, which is really important. And it's a full board, which is also really, really, really important. Other than that, I got to chat. I got a tattoo there, voila. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it's our best, but so.
Yeah, it's important that she's not at this name. Okay, thank you, Fabian, for your insights. And now the Croatian Erasmus event. Oh yeah, this is where Anna was.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, you want to present it? Oh, sure. Come here. This is Thor. He was also there.
Hi. So I'm not an Austrian ESNer. Why am I here? It's because I was Anna's boss. I was part of the C. What's it called? C's OC as the vice CM, and basically it's the national event of ESN Croatia. Obviously, it's open to everybody for it to go to, and again, like it's very similar to the other national events. It's open to a lot of to the rest of the network, and I accepted Anna as one of my PR volunteers. And so it's just 4 days filled with parties, sports, cultural activities in Zepce Beach in Croatia. This year we had more than 300 Erasmus students, and it always maintains that number every year. And again, this year we had the most internationals as far as I know, having like myself and Zuzа from Czechia, and then Anna from Croatia, Austria, Italy, Poland, and Greek volunteers. And so yeah, if you guys are interested, we would love to have you next year, either as participants or as volunteers.
That's it for the presentation, I think. Yeah.
Oh, there's some pictures. Oh, that's so nice. I can't say much these pictures, but it's yeah, exactly. Are you feeling motivated now? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Talk to Anna or fellow ESNers, so who have already been at these events, and get excited because I've only been at EGM and another events, but mostly at EGM, and it was such a good experience. And if you can, you should absolutely try and join it. Also, TEP is also nice. I mean, I personally haven't been, but I've heard a lot of good stuff. And oh, am I being cut off? Yes, I think I'm being cut off.
No, it's just you who accidentally clicked it.
I didn't.
No, but it's the end.
Okay,
It's
it's
not
not
working.
working. Yeah.
It's the end actually.
Okay, good. Thank you for listening to me. Yeah. It's a question round. Oh.
There is a question round.
Yes, there is a question round.
I hope that that you're excited for the question round. The speakers list is open now, so feel free to add yourselves to the speakers list. I'm sure that Bruce will know all the answers to your questions about the international events. So,
but it can also be like a collaborative thing.
Yeah.
So whoever present can answer questions.
Exactly.
Yes. I also believe that other members that are here were present at these different events like EGM or GA, so we have people. Yeah. I'll give you 1 minute to ask questions, if not. So, don't forget, you can write appreciations as well.
Appreciate him stepping in and doing all this.
Yeah, thanks everybody for stepping in. Sorry, Fabian. Sorry, Fabian, for dragging you into this. My ego. Feels good.
Yes. ESN Austria, ESN Austria. Not long.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
a
one question.
Yes. Arquipinho, you have a question? Please go ahead.
Yeah, Arquipinho in Switzerland. I have a question regarding the GA or the extra GA. How do you proceed sections consultations? Do you have any? Can you do any? Or like how does it work?
This is a question above my pay grades. If somebody may want to say.
Feel free.
Yeah, Mario, please.
Mario, ESN Unicrat. ESN Austria actually has a really elaborate system of section consultation. It's in our legal documents, because when the system was changed in ESN International, we really wanted to keep the sections in the loop. So we have a deadline system when sections need to be asked what and how our national board needs to present and have the opinion of our sections in their mind when they vote. So it's really documented as well.
It's on the wiki.
Amazing, thanks.
Anyone else adding themselves to the speakers list? I propose to close the speakers list. No objections? Thank you. It was very efficient. We caught up with our delay.
Yeah, thank you for your support, guys.
Thank you so much. We can now move on to the next topic, which will be the project fund application.
I put it in.
Do you need to right now the PDF document
No.
or the website? Website. Okay. Yes. Just one moment.
Hello. You have a procedural.
Yeah, I can be in Switzerland. Is it possible to upload the question round while you're presenting so
Yeah.
together with this type of thing? Thank you.
Yes.
Please. Well, I cannot do it. But yeah.
Do they start?
Should go through. Because the phone preview is in the other app.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
You can start.
You can start. You have 7 minutes.
Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here today and see so many amazing places and people. My name is Julian. I'm from ESN Wien, and I'm here with Arch today from ESN Graz. We were both local section presidents, and we both studied computer science. And I started in ESN as an event manager, and after 1 year in my mandate, I found out that with our president back then, I was in 93 WhatsApp groups after a year. And yeah, since in ESN often we like communicate from person to person, have many WhatsApp chats, and many applications distributed. I was starting a project 3 years ago. It used to be called ESN Management Portal, but I renamed it to Starlight Management Portal, so it fits in the ESN galaxy. And basically what it's about, it's the idea to put all our data into one central place. So there are a couple of features already. What I also want to mention is that we use this in ESN Wien since 4 semesters for this ESN card workflow that I will show you. And yeah, I would say let's just go through it. The first thing, let's please go to active member first, is a team list where you basically see all your team members, which is also something that we usually do with you, for example. The second thing I want to show is events and location, please. The plan event. That's also something that we use in ESN Wien already. 7-step event creation form, which I then implemented into this application. We don't need to go through this now. Can we please continue to the events list? Here we then see all our events that we have planned. We can collaboratively blend them together. So the idea is that team members create events there, and then the organizer of the event can edit the data here. We can add several locations. I also put a big focus on accessibility attributes. And yeah, you have a life cycle of all the events. The team members create them, they submit them, the event managers evaluate them, so either they reject or accept them, and then also publish them. Can we please continue to the membership and cards? That's the second big feature that we have. We are shipping ESN cards in ESN Wien. We do that internationally. Like we ship them internationally, but people can also pick them up at the office. This basically works like this. Yeah, exactly. The person signs up and sends a learning agreement. Then we evaluate these learning agreements. We approve or reject the request. And then we can see for pickups if they want to take it from the office. Either the ESN card is lost because they get like their code sent via email before they even pick up the ESN card immediately after online payment. We can also click on Hermann Hirsch image, please, because incomings can upload an image of themselves, which
Wait, it's in another tab. Okay.
yeah, we can then print for them. And if you print it on photo paper, it has the perfect size to put it on your ESN card.
Great.
Yeah.
If we go to shipments,
By the way,
And place on label. Yeah, the system automatically creates a label of.
I think it takes a few
No, I
days.
clicked a lot of times.
The system uses the data of the incoming that they already filled out online to create this label that you just need to fold and put into an envelope with our sponsors and so on. You have the address filled out already. You have, yeah, you see here if the person also has a picture. And yeah, you have the next events, since we also already have this gathered in this database.
Yeah.
And yeah, the card stacks where you scan the cards before that they get the ESN card codes. That's actually quite similar to the digital ESN card, at least what I saw from ZEP. Yeah, you can check ESN validity of the card. You have an inventory list where you can like book flags or other items.
1 minute.
Yeah, and then it needs to be approved. You can select if it needs to be approved or not. And the best thing of this is, since you have all your data collected, you can first of all get statistics, which can also be used to automatically submit a section report, for example, or the national organization can just pull the data live from your system. Yeah, you can click through this. We don't have events, so there is no statistics. Membership cards, you see like the cards you issued, the top shipment countries and so on. And since we already have all this data in the system, I was also implementing the feature that you can publish it to a section homepage. It's this website part. Time's over.
Yeah.
Okay, then please scroll up to website administrator. And you can scan this QR code to see the public homepage while the question round is open. Yeah, that's basically the public homepage. But it's also mobile optimized. And I also added ARIA attributes for screen readers. So the public homepage is also inclusive.
Yeah, just to reiterate, this website is fully functioning and you can access it using internet right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's fully functioning, like what I showed you.
Yeah.
And many of these steps and processes are working in ESN Univien since 4 semesters. Thank you very much. Yeah, we need 200 euros of the project fund for the server in the cloud to host this for the sections in Austria.
Okay. I mean, the real question is, why don't you use Amazon? Okay. This might be Amazon.
We believe it's you.
Okay, so speakers list is open. Bruce?
Yes. So first of all, thank you so much for your presentation. I love the statistic part. It was very also interesting, but without talking too much. So I always try to like be not skeptical, but always like, I don't know, question it a bit. And so how would you like rate the feasibility of this project? Like, do you think that every section is like motivated to participate? Because you need every section kind of to be, I mean, it's also good for every section individually, but on like a national scale for like the NB also to like profit of this, like it's not just about us obviously, but for us to like profit of this, we kind of need every section to participate. Do you think that would be the case?
I am honestly, I cannot tell what the sections want and what they don't want. What I can tell you is that even if 5 sections use it, you have data, live data from 5 sections. So that's already better than now. Ideally, every section would use it, so you can just put the live data. But yeah, it's optional to use this at all. It's optional to use the individual features. There is also plans for way more on this, but yeah, that's part of the agile programming, and we'll just see where it goes. What I can tell you is that, yeah, we're asking for 200 euros for project funds, but what we found out in Univin is that when you ship ESN cards, you have way more requests than before. So it will finance itself somehow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question, Noemi.
Oh, hold on. Where is my question? Oh, here. Thanks. So Noemi, ESN International. My question would be, first of all, amazing invention. You should have nominated this at AGM. You would have won 100%. And my question would be that if it's a success within Austria, and would you extend it to the CEP region? Can it be extended, or you would focus on Austria first and then see where it goes?
Very good question, thank you. Yeah, I started this in Univin 3 years ago and found out that it's accepted really well and that it's working really well. The next step now is Austria. That's why we are here today. And of course, if it works, it would be amazing to, give it to all ESN sections and maybe even other NGOs that need similar systems.
Amazing. Thank you.
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah, ESN Technical. My question would be, is there an option on the platform right now for section to collaborate with it, like NAs or trips?
The thing is, I was creating it as federated system. So the idea is that this is possible. Right now, the backend has some features of this, but it's not fully implemented. So at this point, no. But that's also a step for the future to do it collaboratively. And what I was also thinking of, for example, in Univin, we have a lot of events, we have a lot of members, and you could, for example, also get feedback for events and then share this event feedback with other sections through this, that they can learn what works and what not and what to improve.
And like most of it is like we are launching it for ESN Austria, and then whatever the feedback is from all the sections in Austria, the users, then we will get more features on top of that, like accordingly. So.
The next question will be Kata, yes.
Yeah, Kata, ESN having BKV. So my question would be, if a local section comes to you and says, hey, we want to implement this, how would that look like?
So the first thing why we're here now is that we get this server. I already prepared everything that within a week, plus minus, we can set this up for the sections. And then, this is basically Raj's task to do the onboarding. We were also talking with ESN Austria about how to do these online payments and so on. So because not every section has a Stripe account, which is required to do this. So that's something that we will work on. But for example, this event planning feature, we just send you the credentials and then you can start planning events. It pushes them to pre-tips. So that's basically where we then sell it. This is only the planning part. And I hope this works as easily as in my section.
The next question is me. Gonçalo, ESN International IT Committee. There are free grants from Azure and AWS for nonprofits. The Azure grant is $1,500 per year, and AWS is also something really high. Why not use them?
The thing is, this whole project arose somehow before the trend of digital sovereignty, and I would really like to not let this even touch any US server. So the server that we want is from Annexia Netcap, which is a company in Europe, and the server would be hosted in Vienna. About the project funds of Azure AWS, I didn't really look into that. Thank you for the information. I will check if that works, and if they can support us, then good idea.
I have a reaction.
Yeah, so also that you said it's for NGOs, right? So right now we are not associated with ESN anyway, right? So that's a whole murky water to pass through, because we are eventually planning this to be for other NGOs also. And maybe something like that, the portal works for that. So, yeah.
So I have a reaction. Number one, regarding the Azure, for example, you select the server host location. So while you might be a bit dependent on a US company a little bit, the hosting of the data, you select where you want it. So it can be, for example, Europe, Frankfurt. They have European-based servers. That is number one. And then number two, regarding the replicability, as you have developed this, it will be deployed by other sections and other NGOs, I'm assuming, on their own servers. So you will not be centrally hosting it. And then there's a bunch of other reactions.
The ultimate goal is, like, this is all containerized. Every section will get its own application in the container, and the goal is that the sections host it themselves. Currently, yeah, since it's in the kind of second phase after my local section, and since we don't have so many IT experts, I was like, yeah, we'll just do it ourselves. But the step is that people host it themselves.
I could use some time to, even if with Azure or AWS you can select Frankfurt as hosting location, it is still a US company behind, and the US government can get access on the data. So digital sovereignty and GDPR wise, this would not be good, even not allowed for US sections.
Yes.
Peter, ESN Austria. I would just say almost the same. I think it was Microsoft, but I wouldn't name. There was a company in a court hearing where it was a US company, and they said that they can't assure that the data in Europe hosted is not accessed from the US. So
Fabian.
Hi, regarding AWS, also another problem that we face, for example, with implementing the NA app, is that you need a credit card to get everything working, which was a struggle also for the NA app. So we are using Peter's personal credit card for this. So, yeah, it's always a worry.
Okay, maybe I will talk with him.
Okay, then it's go. Thank you. The next questions are.
Yeah, Sarah isn't technical. My question would be, the second question is, how are you planning out the future server costs like after the 200 euros?
That's a question that was already asked in the pre-NA by either Peter or Marco. Basically, when we do ESN card shipments, I expect that, like, the server costs 20 euros a month. That's a bit more than an ESN card. And I believe that with this, we get this bit more than an ESN card per month. And this should then cover the operational costs in the future.
Thank you. Fabian? Covered. Mario?
Mario, Uni Graz. You touched on it a bit, but what features do you want to add?
What features do I want to add? I want to, first of all, improve this event workflow with, for example, feedback, that the newcomers can give feedback afterwards. I was also planning, to improve the. Honestly, I don't want to talk so much about the future, because everything I tell now, people will ask me, when does it come? But I have many ideas, honestly. Maybe we can talk about this in the coffee break.
Thank you.
Next question, Fabian, again.
Yes, do you plan on open sourcing the project maybe eventually?
That was also a question from the pre-NA from Peter already. The ultimate goal is open sourcing it, yes, and I would honestly love contributions. Currently, there are some arguments against it. As you know, I was trying to get help to work on this, like people work on this, but it often turned out that since many of the people were students, that I had to help them rather than they helped me. And yeah, now with AI, it got a little bit more complex even. I got vibe-coded pull requests where people could not tell me how to implement this into the application, which is also then again more work for me than help. And the second big part is if you are in IT right now, then you might have noticed that these big AI models from the US are currently finding vulnerabilities better than every human ever did. And so I see it as a disadvantage of open sourcing this now, because I don't get the help I need, but people have access to find vulnerabilities. And when this is more under control, then I will open source it. Additionally to that, I was looking into funds, public funds for digital sovereignty, and they often come with requirement for licenses. And until I found one of these, I want to keep it and then do it according to the requirements.
Next question, Barbo.
Barbo, ESN Switzerland. So our IT infrastructure in Switzerland is maintained by a 40-year-old guy that was an ESNer 20 years ago, and he's super unreliable. And my question is, if this actually gets used by everyone, how do you plan to kind of give it away to someone and not be that 40-year-old guy that doesn't it?
Thank you for this question. Again, that was also already asked in the Q&A.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're doing now, we have a project fund for a year. So now we will see how it works in ESN Austria for a year. If for any reason we cannot do it anymore, like currently Raj and I are backing up each other in case something happens or whatever. If we cannot maintain this anymore, then we promise for at least 2 years to do security updates. And since all of these things have currently already processes in ESN sections that work, the sections just need to fall back to these again. Or maybe, some other processes are created.
Pavlo Haraji.
Pavlo is in Ukraine. So firstly, it's a comment, and I guess IT consultant, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess if everything goes well with ESN Austria, I think they would be more than happy to also see this idea. And it was an ongoing issue that it's not unified by most of the section in the network. And I guess this might be actually a very good solution to that. So it's really, and I totally agree with Noemi that easily IT award. So maybe next year. Should I wait for my next question then?
You should wait because Svenja is first.
Thank you for your feedback.
Svenja is in Germany. Typical German question, but it's about the data protection. So I didn't quite understand how does it work? Like, who has the full access to the data in the features? Like, are there different account statuses that you have so you can only see certain data? Because I think especially with different countries, if you ever extend it, can get really complicated with data protection and official rules.
Do we still have it open? Any chance in the other tab?
Get the mouse if possible.
You want to steal the mouse?
Yes, please.
So what I was doing here, it took me super long time. You can try. You can try to look. It took me a super long time to build this up, 3 years, and now I'm standing here to show you that this works and how it works. This is because all of these questions I had in mind from the first day, because I studied at the technical university, I was tutor, and I was always telling the people, look what you're doing, your applications might be used by thousands of people. So we have, when we go very down to the group management, I have permissions for every single endpoint. So you can make groups and then put permissions, like here you have the website administrator, for example. People in this group can only do this website task. If you go to permissions, then you see an extensive list of these RS, that's the resources. Where you basically have for every, who can invite, who can invite users, who can list the groups. So this on an application level, and on a technical level, that's why I currently want to host it myself to, make sure that the data is protected.
It was one of our main pillars while working on this is the data privacy and data security, because we are also in Austria. There's a lot of GDPR regulations, and that's where we tried to focus on while building this application from the ground up.
Cool. Nice. So nice to see the traits. Pavlo Haraji.
Pablo is in Germany.
Yes,
he's in Germany.
Yes, yes, it is.
So it's a follow-up because now there is an ongoing process of ESN card digitalization, and maybe it can be also not only 200 euros for now, but maybe in the future ESN International should also invest in it as part of the ongoing digitalization process. Maybe you can give some rough estimations, what would it be, or what would be ideal case scenario if it's really something huge that would cover the whole network.
I was already I presented a previous version of this already to a member of the IT committee at the last step, who was also quite happy about this, but I haven't had it prepared to deploy it in containers and so on, some technical parts are missing. Yeah, ideally, we would get some kind of funding or contract with ESN International or whatsoever, because it would make the development sustainable. What you have seen now, I was all doing in my free time. I did not get any cent for this, and I'm working on this for 3 years. I'm working part-time at the university, and the other 15 hours a week I use for this. Call me crazy, but that's how it is.
I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? You are objecting. Okay. I propose to close the speakers list after she adds herself. So only one more question. Okay. Victoria?
Victoria from ESN.
Speakers list is closed. Yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah. What if users are starting to struggle with the application or need help? Like in a scenario of all of Austria section using that already.
That's one of the reasons why I showed you 3 features, and I did not put more into this, that it kind of slows slowly and steadily, and that we can hopefully use this network effect of ESN to teach each other. I would also really like to do a workshop about this at the future NA. Yeah, and in general, currently, Raj and I would be the support team to do these basic features that you saw. And yeah, ideally, more people would jump on this train, and we have a support team and also use the structures in ESN that we already have.
Thank you. Next question, Daniel.
So basically, my question is
name and section always, please.
Sorry?
Name
Oh,
and
yeah. Daniel Lucky, Funded Network team. So, what do you think, how much time would be the adoption time for a section? You had, if I can recall it correctly, you had one example in Lviv. How much time was it there? Of course, it was different because they were the first with it, but yeah, I'm just curious.
Yes, that was also partly covered in a pre-NA question, but basically, this ESN card workflow that you have seen, this is what we're using for 4 semesters already. In this time, we had 2 office managers and many people in the office team, and I basically never had to intervene. This worked really flawlessly. If we get this project fund approved, I hope we can run it in 2 weeks, send out the data to the sections, or let's say 4 weeks, otherwise I'm stressing it. Definitely, I know that the FHs are starting in September and the university is in October. This should be feasible. And yeah, this event creation thing, people can just try out. I hope it's quite intuitive. And if not, then yeah, we just need to wait until the next NA to the workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, Sarah.
Sarah is in technical. I was wondering if people get notifications if they have to approve something, and if they do, if they can be turned off.
Very good question. Me personally, I basically turned all notifications off except for private chats on my phone. This application currently does not send any notifications. You need to actively look into it, but yeah, in the future we might implement notifications, but you can of course turn them off either in your system settings or in the application itself.
So last but not least, Susanna.
Hello, Susanna from Prague, C2 Prague section in Czech Republic, and I wanted to ask how is it looking from the section point of view? How is UK maintenance of the website? If, let's say, to have an overview, if we would like also implement something like that, or went into this direction, and how many people that is involved?
What exactly do you mean with maintaining, like from a technical view, from a development view?
Point of view, how much time do we need to spend weekly for maintaining it?
So only maintain, like if we just use the state and never add any features again, then it might be maybe an hour or two, not even. Like you need to do security updates, server updates, but that's not so tricky or hard. Doesn't consume so much time. Yeah, if we want to add features, then we can do 5 hours or 40 hours a week, depending on how quickly we want to implement them.
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking more like the end development of the website. But I understand.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I would like everyone to, first of all, congratulate them on the presentation. We've reached the end of the question round, and also on this initiative. And I would like to thank you so much for coming here and especially bringing an IT topic to the NA. It's always good to see from the ITCom perspective. It's not every time that I see an IT topic, so kudos for that. And then we will move on with our agenda. So thank you so much. The next topic on our agenda, I accidentally closed. It's fine. I opened it. The next topic on our agenda will be the concept for the autumn NA. Oh yes.
Oh my god.
I think it's approved.
Not by me.
We can begin. The more logos, the better.
The
clicker.
Holy Wimmer.
Take a photo. Take a photo. You can always add more logos.
No.
You have sorry, you have 10 minutes, but try to make it a bit faster because we're slightly behind.
So yeah, the next NA is going to happen in Graz, the autumn NA, and our theme is astronauts for now, because Ferdinand is the mascot from ESN TU Graz, and yeah, therefore it is theme. Yeah, theme astronauts, estimated price around 8 euros. We had one meeting so far, so that will change probably. And the main salaries are planned to do in TU Graz, and therefore we came to that date because we looked on the dates, and it's the best would be possible around 13 to 15 of November, because on the other dates it would be tricky with the TU rooms to find enough space. So that's what I got from the TU president, the presentation. So yeah, that's from our side. Basically.
Great. That was very efficient. I didn't even have time to open the question round, but the speakers list is open. You just might need to refresh it because sometimes it doesn't show up. But you need to refresh. Yeah. Oh. So thank you. It will be the same team as ESN Sweden next time. It will also be exposed. Yes, I will make it. Yeah, go ahead. No, I mean, first question.
Noemi, ESN International ICE. My first question would be whether you have started to work on the budget in a more detailed way, because the 80 euros look very, very appealing, but sometimes it happens that when you start to look into accommodation, I don't know, the participation fee doubles. So did you start to look into accommodation options, or where you stand with different parts of the budget at the moment?
I'm not in the team to organize it. I checked out the presentation, but so far I know we looked into different hostel options in Graz, and the price is accordingly with the 80 euros.
Perfect.
I think 80 euros is the upper end. It might be less than that, but I think
Yeah.
80 euros is on the higher end.
Okay.
The fund price.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I propose to close the speakers list. Is that's an objection, Fabian?
Yes. One second.
It's okay. You're all forgiven. Are you objecting? I don't think so. That's why I have this Vietnam.
If he is not on. Not charged. So.
Fabian, 80 euros.
Sorry, that really quickly. So last day in Graz, the participation fee was actually 85 euros. So I'm just wondering, can you manage with 80 because it's less than last time? And yeah.
You mean last time in Salzburg?
No, last time in Graz.
Okay. I guess so. As I know. Again, I'm not in the planning team, but the notes I saw, we looked through the accommodation and started planning everything. And they estimate 80 euros, and that's on the higher end. So could be less also.
Who's do you have? No? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? Okay, speakers list is closed. Thank you so much, everyone. And that's it for this topic. That is great. Which means that we are reached our first workshop block. 3 minutes late that we reached it. But it's fine. We need a little bit of time anyway to set up. So after the workshop block is done, we will be free to roam. So we will. After that is the dinner and social program. So for those that want already, you can already take your stuff. But otherwise, this room will stay here, and there will be one workshop happening here. So you can also leave your stuff here while you go to the other room, and then in the end you can pick it up. That's pretty much it. There, for those that have not noticed, but it's been announced, there are 2 workshops happening right now. There will be event budgeting and there will be data protection. I can move data protection to the other room, so you can have event budgeting here. And please sign up to the workshops if you haven't yet. And that's it. Thank you so much. Whoa.
I think it's also very, it's just good to do it, that I don't ever